Hi, this is Stephen Watson. This is an audio transcript because of video interference on my laptop, MacBook. Hello, this is Stephen Watson, updating my targeting legal channel on YouTube, part of my Targeted Files YouTube channel, or playlist, my Targeted Legal playlist. But I just want to give a legal update. I have started the first phase before I could initiate any lawsuit, and that is if you believe law enforcement is responsible for your abuse, then you have to first file a complaint with law enforcement. So I filed a complaint, which was an online questionnaire with the Department of Justice, who I believe are behind a program, using pain compliance or use of force, directed energy, emerging technologies like directed energy against targeted individuals like myself. And I just, I stated as an example an incident when I was targeted on July 1st in Pasadena, and also, cause of action that it is a violation of my constitutional rights. And then I filed a report with the Pasadena Police Department. That's where I was targeted heavily on July 1st. I was in Pasadena visiting my mom. And our report with Pasadena, I actually drove to the police station and they told me I had to report. If I had any complaints against police, I had to file a report online, which I did. They have a online complaint form. It was kind of iffy because I think it's really intended for an individual officer. They asked for the badge number. I just put not available because I do believe it is coming from law enforcement. Who in law enforcement is abusing this? I do believe it's related to counterterrorism and homeland security, federal spending like homeland security, counterterrorism, money going to the fusion centers and all that type of stuff. But I did file a complaint, and it was a similar complaint that I filed to the Department of Justice. And I'm looking to file similar complaints with other police departments. It is a catch-22. Some, like in Los Angeles, they want you to go to the police station. So I did on, I think it was July 3rd or July 5th. I went to, I was targeted near Hidden Hills and West Hills, northern Los Angeles in the valley. And I went to the Malibu, it was a Hidden Hills Malibu Sheriff Station. And they told me I had to call. They had like a phone inside, like a landline phone. I had to call a number when it came to complaints. And there was actually nobody inside. They had like tinted glass and, not a real person to talk to. And at first I talked to an operator. It was a female. And she denied knowing anything about directed energy. And I was forwarded. I was told to wait on the line, and I talked to a lieutenant who goes by the name, let me see here, Lieutenant Jacob, Sheriff Lieutenant Jacob. And he kind of beat around the bush. He was like, well, it isn't me doing it, or I'm not the one using directed energy. And I received a similar response when I went to the police precinct when I lived in Washington Heights, New York. A police officer there said, well, I'm not doing it, or we're not doing it. We're not the ones using the directed energy. So I couldn't get a police complaint form from him. He seemed reluctant to come out with a police complaint form. for obvious reasons or just not wanting to answer questions during a deposition or whatever. But I found it peculiar, and I left. I didn't want to argue or press the issue. So the response I got from going to the Los Angeles Sheriff Department, one of their stations, Malibu, Lost Hills, or whatever they call it, Hidden Hills, was one of denial. They did not want to give me a complaint form.